5 years ago, Tesla ruled the electric car world. Elon Musk was untouchable. But today, something shocking is happening in China. For the price of a used Honda Civic, you can drive home in a brand new electric vehicle with incredible range, smart features, and cutting-edge technology. Meanwhile, Tesla is facing serious competition. Chinese companies are building cars that are faster, cheaper, and actually smarter. They're not just competing anymore. They're reshaping the market. And if you think this doesn't affect you, think again. Today, we're breaking down the 5 cars taking over China's streets. Note, all prices shown are in the Chinese market, converted to US dollars. In the US or Europe, these vehicles cost significantly more due to tariffs, shipping, and safety modifications. Let's go. Number 5. The Wuling Hongguang Mini EV and Bingo. Starting at just $3,500 for the base Mini EV, Wuling makes a car that shouldn't technically exist by Western standards. It's smaller than a smart car, lighter than most motorcycles, but it works. The Wuling Bingo is the upgraded option, starting at around $8,300. Same philosophy, but with real highway capability. Top speed of 81 miles per hour. A water-cooled motor built to last through years of daily driving. Range between 180 and 230 kilometers in the base models, with higher trims reaching 330 and 410 kilometers depending on which version you pick. Here's the crucial detail. The base Mini EV lacks airbags in its cheapest trim, which is important to know for safety. But the Bingo comes with proper safety features standard. Wuling doesn't pretend these cars are something they aren't. They're not trying to beat a Tesla in a drag race or prove automotive supremacy. They're not trying to impress your neighbor with luxury badges. They're trying to get you from home to work, from the office to the store, without destroying your entire bank account. For under $4,000 on the Mini EV or $8,300 for the Bingo, you get legitimate electric cars. They have air conditioning that works reliably. They have power windows that respond instantly. They qualify as real vehicles, not golf cart wannabes. The 2024 Bingo update changed things significantly. Improved suspension that handles real roads. Better steering feel that makes driving enjoyable instead of stressful. Real power delivery that doesn't embarrass you merging onto highways. Now it's competing directly with the Seagull, which shouldn't be possible at this price point. But it is. In China's crowded cities where parking space is precious and fuel costs explode your monthly budget, the Bingo makes perfect financial sense. You drive it for 2 years, maybe trade it in for something bigger, and upgrade. Your total cost of ownership stays lower than a single Tesla payment. The genius here isn't flashy technology or screens everywhere. The genius is understanding what normal people actually need and delivering exactly that without anything extra cluttering the way. No features nobody uses. No complicated systems that break. Just a car that works. Number 4. Chery QQ Ice Cream. If the Wuling Bingo is honest, the Chery QQ Ice Cream is downright charming. This tiny electric hatchback costs $4,600 and looks like a toy box on wheels in the best possible way. The name alone makes you smile when you say it out loud. But underneath that cute, playful design lives genuine engineering that doesn't apologize for being simple. It's intentionally simple. The battery pack holds 14 kilowatt-hours in the premium trim. The base model uses a smaller battery with 120 kilometers of range, while the mid-tier Sunday trim delivers 30 kilowatts of power with 155 kilometer range. These aren't impressive numbers on a spreadsheet, but real owners living in Chinese cities tell the actual story. The QQ Ice Cream absolutely dominates Chinese city streets because it solves a specific, urgent problem that affects millions of people. Cheap, reliable, zero-emissions transportation for people living in dense urban areas where gas stations are expensive, and pollution never stops flowing through crowded streets. The battery is lithium iron phosphate chemistry, which means it tolerates fast charging without degrading prematurely. The motor is simple, proven technology with no weird surprises hiding underneath. You can charge it anywhere that has power. Seriously, anywhere. A standard outlet works. The interior is basic, refreshingly honest about its price, but everything is clean and built to last through years of use. 4 vibrant colors to choose from, cute design cues that appeal to actual people, seats that fold down completely flat for cargo space when you need it. Here's what really matters. This car outsells fancy electric vehicles in major Chinese cities every single month. Why? Because it works every single day without making excuses or breaking promises. No fancy screens that distract you. No broken range estimates that disappoint. Just a car that starts, drives, stops, and asks for electricity instead of expensive gas. For commuting, running errands, and navigating city streets, it does the job better than anything else at that price point, period. The buyers aren't rich tech engineers or early adopter enthusiasts seeking cutting-edge gadgets. They're teachers, nurses, shop owners, and delivery drivers who work for a living. Regular people who realize they could stop paying for expensive gas forever and pocket the savings every single month. At $4,600, the payback happens in months, not years of waiting. That math is impossible to ignore when you do the calculation. Number 3. Changan Lumen. Now we're stepping into completely different territory. The Changan Lumen starts at around $6,900, and immediately, the entire experience shifts. This isn't a toy car designed for parking lots. This is a legitimate hatchback that sits on the same segment as a Volkswagen Up or Fiat Panda. Exact same size. Better price. Genuinely serious engineering underneath. The Lumen offers up to 300 kilometers of range on a full charge. That's actual highway-capable distance where you're not watching every mile. The real strength emerges inside. You get a 10.25-inch touchscreen with genuine responsiveness. Climate control that maintains temperature in any season. Multiple driving modes that adapt to your needs. Safety equipment that would cost $5,000 extra on a base Tesla. Dual airbags. Traction control. Vehicle stability management. All of it standard, not hidden behind an expensive package. The design philosophy differs completely from the cheaper options below it. Changan's engineering team studied young car buyers carefully and built exactly what they wanted, not what was cheapest to manufacture. Modern styling that doesn't feel outdated after 2 years. Sophisticated interior color combinations that make you feel like you're in something premium. Smartphone integration that works without constant frustration and random disconnections. The steering wheel feels genuinely good in your hands with proper grip and feedback. The suspension absorbs bumps and potholes instead of crashing through them violently with harsh jolts. Acceleration is smooth and linear, not jerky. Braking feels confident and controlled. Real-world owners describe it like this: it doesn't feel cheap at all. That single observation explains the Lumen's explosive popularity and strong market demand. You spend under $7,000 and get a car that genuinely feels like it cost twice that amount. The touchscreen responds instantly to your touch and commands. The speakers don't sound like they came from a toy store or a budget outlet. The seats have real padding that supports your back during long drives. Details matter, and Changan nailed every single detail from start to finish. Storage space is genuinely generous for the size. Trunk capacity rivals vehicles costing $20,000 or more. The rear seats fold completely flat, creating a massive cargo area. Parents actually choose this car over Tesla Model 3s for daily family driving because practicality wins over brand prestige. You lose bragging rights at the country club. You gain a reliable appliance that costs a fraction of the price and actually fits your life. Battery chemistry is bulletproof, proven thermal management that keeps the pack at optimal temperature. No weird failure modes plaguing early buyers or destroying confidence. Customer satisfaction scores sit higher than luxury brands in the same price range. That's not accident or luck. That's engineering discipline meeting smart design from the foundation up. Number 2. Leap Motor T03. The Leapo Motor T03 costs $8,270 and represents the critical bridge between pure budget transportation and genuine automotive capability. This compact hatchback came from Leapo Motor, a company backed by Stellantis, the automotive giant that owns Jeep, Peugeot, and Fiat. When Stellantis invests, serious resources follow. Serious engineering expertise, serious manufacturing discipline. The T03 starts with a 31.9 kilowatt-hour battery, delivering 310 kilometers of real-world range. Step up to the premium version and you get 41.3 kilowatt-hours with 403 kilometers. That's not theoretical range, that's actual distance. Highway capable, road trip adjacent without anxiety. You can drive from one city to another and actually arrive. What makes the T03 genuinely special is the platform underneath everything. The T03 sits on a dedicated electric architecture designed from the ground up for battery power, not a gas car retrofitted with batteries after the fact. That means the engineering was conceived for electric driving from the very first sketch. The chassis is torsionally rigid, eliminating flex that creates unwanted noise and vibration during driving. The center of gravity is naturally lower because batteries sit integrated into the floor structure. Handling characteristics are actually good, not just acceptable for the price point. You feel the difference immediately when you take a corner or accelerate. Level 2 autonomous driving arrives as standard equipment, not as an expensive option hidden behind a paywall. 3 external cameras working with 12 radars create a comprehensive sensory system around the vehicle. The system handles highway driving assistance, traffic jam navigation in stop-and-go traffic, and parking assist for those tight spaces you want to avoid. Not full autonomy that drives itself across the country on its own, but genuinely useful technology that reduces driver fatigue on tedious commutes and long drives. Most people don't need more capability than this. Most people just want the car to reduce exhaustion on boring highway stretches. The interior space is legitimately remarkable for the size. 4 full seats that actually fit adult humans comfortably. Rear legroom is genuinely good, unlike competitors where backseat passengers sit with knees hitting chests. Storage compartments are logical and useful, not afterthoughts. The infotainment system runs Snapdragon processors, which means it stays responsive and fast for years instead of becoming sluggish and frustrating after months. Thermal management is outstanding through every season and climate condition. The battery pack temperature stays optimized whether you're driving in Arctic cold or desert heat conditions. This engineering matters enormously for battery longevity and performance consistency over years. Leap Motor guarantees 8 years on the battery pack with documented warranties. Leap Motor delivers over 300,000 vehicles annually now. They know manufacturing at scale. They understand quality control and consistency. The T03 represents what happens when an established automotive supplier enters the EV market with genuine resources and serious intent behind it. Number 1. BYD Seagull Dolphin Mini. And here we are, the car that changed everything. The moment the entire industry shifted, the BYD Seagull, officially branded as the Dolphin Mini in international markets, starts at $7,800 and represents the culmination of everything Chinese EV makers learned over the past 5 years of aggressive development and relentless iteration. This isn't a company experimenting or playing around. This is a company executing a precise plan. BYD is the world's largest EV manufacturer by volume and production capacity. But that simple fact undersells what they actually control and own. They don't just assemble cars like traditional manufacturers do. They build batteries from raw materials sourced globally. They manufacture motors in their own facilities using proprietary designs. They design the software controlling every system in the vehicle. They own the supply chain from mining operations to the final product rolling off the assembly line. That vertical integration creates economics that no other automaker on Earth can match or compete with. They even own the ships that transport the cars across oceans. Tesla can't do this. German companies can't do this. Nobody else has built this advantage from the ground up. The Seagull is tiny by Western standards, 3.78 meters long. It's shorter than a Fiat 500, but the design is anything but cheap or compromised. The front styling carries serious automotive intent and visual authority that commands attention. It looks fast even standing perfectly still in a parking lot. The proportions are sophisticated and thoughtful, not oversimplified or dumbed down. German designer Wolfgang Egger created the look, and his influence shows in every careful curve and refined line throughout the vehicle. Inside, the environment feels modern and intentional. 5-inch touchscreen with responsive controls. Climate control that maintains temperature. Power windows that work instantly. Electric locks. The seats are genuinely comfortable for hours of driving, not painful. The dashboard layout is logical and intuitive. Cable storage is actually thought out for real use, not an afterthought. Everything feels like it was designed by people who understand how cars get used daily. The real magic happens in the specifications that matter in actual driving. The base model offers 265 kilometers of range. The premium model hits 408 kilometers. That's enough to cross entire provinces on a single charge. For $7,800, that distance capability is actually shocking when you think seriously about the cost. The motor delivers 75 horsepower, 81 miles per hour top speed, 0 to 30 in 6 seconds. These aren't performance numbers for racing or showing off, but they're sufficient for real-world driving without constant compromise. Highway merging doesn't require prayers. Passing slower traffic is actually possible without stress. Acceleration feels responsive and linear, not weak. The battery is BYD's blade-style lithium iron phosphate design. This chemistry is proven beyond any doubt now. Millions of these exact batteries operate daily in buses, taxis, and rideshare fleets worldwide. Real-world durability data exists from multiple countries. The data shows these packs last 8 years minimum. Many operate well past that with minimal degradation. Fast charging handles 30% to 80% capacity in under 30 minutes using high-power chargers. Slow charging at home takes around 8 hours from completely empty battery. Either way, you're fueling in hours instead of days of waiting. The charging port is standard across markets. The software handles multiple power delivery standards seamlessly and intelligently. No compatibility anxiety, no proprietary lock-in that makes you dependent on one supplier forever. The Seagull won serious international design awards before it even shipped to customers globally. It's not winning style competitions against Teslas because different markets value different things entirely. What really matters to real customers: over 200,000 units sold in its first year. Customer satisfaction scores match Tesla's. Reliability data from early adopters shows almost 0 defects emerging. This isn't overpromised vaporware or concept art. This is a production car shipping thousands of units monthly to real customers. The Seagull represents where Chinese manufacturing actually went. Perfect standardization across every unit. Real quality control that catches problems. Conclusion: 5 cars. 5 different approaches. 1 clear message. The age of electric vehicle exclusivity ended. What used to cost $50,000 now costs $8,000 in China. The technology works. It's reliable. It's practical. Important note, all ranges listed use China's CLTC testing standard, which is generous. Real-world driving in the US or Europe typically delivers 10 to 30% less range. Tesla changed the auto industry by proving electric vehicles could be desirable. Chinese manufacturers changed it by proving they could be affordable at scale. The revolution isn't coming. It's here in Beijing, Shanghai, and across Asia. The question isn't whether this market matters. The question is how quickly the rest of the world adapts.